Sanford from Standing Under the Sky. Very pleased to be with you on a very beautiful day here. I apologize, first of all, if some of the sounds are muffled. We're sitting here about 50 yards away from a mass air conditioner system, but we feel this is a beautiful place and want to be outside. Today is a person that I've grown very fond of, have a lot of respect for. His name is Brian, and we have talked and share some thoughts of disenchantment or inadequacies that we see in the whole organized church. What happens when the church and spirituality become institutionalized?
Yesterday I taught a class on Taoism.
Yeah.
And I'm a Buddhist priest, and Taoism is kind of related, but I think when we think of Taoism, we think of it as a religion, but it's the most non-religious religion you could possibly imagine.
It has no institutional override.
There is no institution, and there are no rules. The only rule is to take the easy way, to make things easy. And it seems to me that the institutional church has merged with corporate America to make things difficult. So no matter what denomination we're talking about, whether it be Christian or Muslim or Buddhist, when somebody comes to us and says, tell me about spirituality or approaching God, instead of making it easy and showing the easy way, and Taoism means the way, we show them a set of obstacles, how to make it difficult. So we say something like, well, in our tradition, if you want to approach God, you have to satisfy this laundry list of rules. You have to be so old, go to church every Sunday. Yes. So it seems to me that this new conglomerate that I think is the merging of church and state is that it's all to make things difficult, where Tao is so beautiful. When they talk about the way, they're not talking about a specific way, like how you and I would get to Chicago, it would be by a route, but it'd be like a bird, how a bird gets to Chicago. And after the bird makes it there, you look up in the sky, and there's no trace of how he made it, because it's very personalized. So I feel Taoism is about your very personalized way. And Taoism also doesn't have a goal. The way is the goal. And Jesus said, I am the way. And many of these prophets have come from the same part of the country at the same time. So I think their philosophies are very much alike.
It's interesting, it's very ironical, because the institutionalized church, for lack of a better term, tries or attempts to entice you to become a member under the guise of offering happiness in this life, paradise in the life to come, and kind of an inner peace. And yet, on the other hand, what you're saying is you're kind of pulled into bureaucracy over which you have no control, and you're controlled, and there isn't that freedom or the way that you're talking about.
Yes, actually, I just took a guitar lesson last week. I've been trying to play the guitar for, I guess, 50 years, just about 50 years. And I've never been able to play. I don't know one single song, right, from memory. And I realized that this first guitar lesson in the last 10 years is that I have learned to read notes. I have learned to read music. And I can read the notes one at a time, but I have never been able to make music. And W.C. says that music is the space between the notes. I have never learned to master that space or that way between the notes. And I think maybe what we're talking about is much like that. We've been taught to learn the rules, and we make them so difficult, but we never learn how to enjoy our existence here, enjoy our intimate relationship with God. And I mean intimate, not just feeling good, but a very deep emotional, psychological union with God, or the light, or Buddha, or whatever we're looking for, enlightenment. I find anyway, contemporary society finds it very difficult to put that kind of discipline, even to take a part out of one day, to take that kind of discipline to develop that intimacy with God. There are so many other external demands or so-called needs that have to be met, that this spiritual walk with God is put on the back burner. Yes. And I think maybe we never do get to realize it, but what we get to do is master the rules, but we don't get the fruit of that intimate relationship with our God. We get very good at the rules. Sometimes I say that in the Ten Commandments, the one, thou shalt not kill, does not apply to me, because I have no desire to kill anybody. And if I did, I would be smart enough not to do it because I know I would get caught. So why do I need this list of rules? I think for morality really only applies to people who are immoral. I mean, if you're a moral person, you don't need to be told about morality. You know, if you're a peace-loving person, you don't need to be told not to kill somebody. So I think that is the easy way. I think most religions are treating people like children, and they never get to the point of saying, oh, you're now an adult. You've now reached the age of spiritual majority. You no longer have to be obsessed with those rules.